Before God made the world, there was nothing. There were no houses, no people, no animals, no sun, no sky, and no land. It was just dark and empty. But God was there, and God decided to make something wonderful. So God said,
"Let there be light."
And light shone all around. God called the light day, and he divided the darkness from the light to make what he called night. God saw that it was good. And that's what God did on the first day. The next day, God said,
"Let the sky and the water be made separate from each other."
Now there was water below the sky, and a sky that arched over the water. That's what God did on the second day. On the third day, God spoke, and the waters gathered together to make rivers, lakes, and oceans. Once the water was moved around, dry land appeared. Now there were mountains and hills, deep canyons, and dry deserts. God had shaped a beautiful world, but he wasn't finished yet. There was not anything on the earth that was alive. So God said,
"Let there be all sorts of grasses and plants and trees."
Grass sprung up. There were flowers that bloomed, red, yellow, pink, purple, every color that you can think of. There were trees of all shapes and sizes that grew. Berry bushes and pumpkin vines grew beautiful fruit and bright orange pumpkins. God looked at all the work he had done, and God saw that it was good. God made a special bright light, and he put it in the sky to shine during the day. We call that light the sun. He also made the moon and the stars to shine at night. God did a lot of things on the fourth day. On the fifth day, God filled the water in the sky with living creatures. He put fish and seahorses and sea turtles and octopuses and whales into the oceans. Birds flew through the sky. Some birds were tiny and some birds were big. They were every color that you can think of. On the sixth day, God made land animals. He had made little mice and middle-sized anteaters and big bears and even roaring lions. He even made water buffalo and dinosaurs. Now the world was a hopping, buzzing, galloping, wiggly, lively place. This was all very wonderful, but the day wasn't over yet. The next thing God did was even more amazing. God created man. God called the man Adam.
You're Adam.
I'm Adam.
Later, God made a woman called Eve.
Hi, I'm Eve.
God made Adam and Eve very different from the animals because they could think and they could make things. They could talk to each other and they could talk to God. God loved them very much, and they were his special friends. Adam and Eve lived in a beautiful garden that was full of wonderful things that God had made. God looked at the whole world he had created. It was exactly as he wanted it to be. He looked around at everything, and God said,
"Oh, this is good."
Stand up. Ready? Ready? One. He's got the whole world. In his hands, he's got the whole world. In his hands, he's got the whole world. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the itty bitty babies. In his hands, he's got the itty bitty babies. In
brother. In his hands he's got you and me, sister. In his hands he's got you and me, brother. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got everybody here. In his hands he's got everybody here. In his hands he's got everybody here. In his hands he's got the whole world